Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode we'll be taking a look at the Mora Companion Heavy Duty. This knife runs $17 on Amazon. I'll go ahead and provide the link below for your convenience. The purpose of this knife is for survival, hunting, bushcrafting, and general use, all-purpose use, just about everything. It's a light to medium use, even though they're calling it heavy duty, at least in my opinion. I want to give you some background on Mora before we go any further into the knife. Mora is actually a cutlery production town in Sweden, as well as a knife brand. The knives from Mora are extensively popular in construction and general purpose use in Sweden and Finland. The tradition of these knives from Mora goes back to medieval times. So now let's dive down and take a close look. Now, I did say this was, in my personal opinion, light and medium use. On the website, and many other people and many other bushcrafters who know more about this knife than me will consider this a heavy duty knife. As a matter of fact, heavy duty is its name. The only reason why I'm just a little bit hesitant to call this heavy duty is because the knife itself is not actually full tang. Now, I did not go outside and test this knife. Medically, I'm not fit to go outside and start beating on this knife, but I can tell you that the website, as well as many bushcrafters on YouTube, have batoned with this knife. So it's not fair to me. I understand it's probably heavy duty, but without me personally testing it, I personally will just sort of reserve my opinion on heavy duty. So I just wanted to get that caveat out of the way. So there is one or two pictures of these knives sort of broke open. Very, very rare. Okay, now according to the website specifically, this knife can be used for batoning. It has great strength. It's heavy duty. It's in its name. This handle is a 3-layer injection molded rubber handle. Another thing that makes this special over the conventional companion, because this is the heavy duty version, is the angle of the Scandi grind, the edge here. Normally it's 27 degrees, or it has a 27-degree angle for maximum sharpness and resistance, so it's tough. It holds up better than the normal standard version, which is only 23 degrees. Now, one thing that really stands out about this knife is the handle. The knife itself here has a extra large ergonomic handle, soft, high friction grip. Again, it's 3-layer molded injection. It is just a pleasure to hold. That's one of the features that I absolutely love about this knife. It feels so good in your hand. There is no doubt you can use this knife for extended periods of time without any hot spots or problems hurting your hand. That's one of the great things. I know a lot of people do not like these type of handles, but I can tell you, when you have one in your hand, it really, really feels very, very good. Now, again, this knife has a Scandi grind, which means that you don't have like the little grind on the edge and then the primary grind. It's all one all the way down, and that's a Scandi grind. I'm assuming that Scandi stands for Scandinavian. Now, this knife is the carbon version. They also have a stainless steel version. The carbon version, the HRC of the steel, is just a little bit tougher. However, you're not going to get the same corrosion resistance that you would with the stainless steel. As far as specifications concerned, you're looking at a 4.1-inch blade. Again, this is the carbon steel. It is UHB-20C. It is a clip point. It's very hard to tell. I was like looking at the specs and I'm like, that's not a clip point, but if you hold it at the right angle, you can see a very slight dip right there. So it is a clip point. And again, this is the one with the 27-degree Scandi grind, as opposed to the 23 that you would find in the standard companion HRC 59 to 60. Overall length of this knife is 8.8 inches. We already covered the handle with the exception of the colors. It also comes in orange. So you have this military green, which is why in the specs for this particular knife you'll see MG, military green, but they also have a version that is orange. And the weight, that's another place or another area where this knife really excels. It is 4.8 ounces. That is very light for a knife this size. It is, when you pick it up, the whole package with the plastic sheath, it's unbelievably light. Again, if you're bushcrafting or if you're out just having to camp and carry gear and everything, this is extremely lightweight for a knife of its capability and size. I do want to show off the sheath a little bit. It's a very nice sheath. Plastic, one piece here for the clip right there, and it has this little notch right here, so I think it can clip onto another type of sheath with another clip, so you could carry two knives at once. I remember seeing that somewhere. It holds the knife very secure out of the box. There's no shake, no problem. However, I have seen where people have complained over time that this can loosen up, and one of the things that people have done to tighten things back up is to hit this with a hair dryer and just squeeze it down, and then it goes back to being perfect again. There's just sort of heat it and push it there a little bit. If you want to get out, you see there's a little thumb push off right there, so when you hold it you could push off like that and it really comes out easy instead of trying to pull it. Again, the clip, you can see how it locks in your belt. You don't have to take your belt off to use the clip, and it feels very sturdy, and I like that it's flat green, it's non-reflective. The whole knife, with the exception there of the blade itself. Now, another advantage of this, and you know what, I didn't even put it in my notes here, but in the specifications, this is the heavy duty, so it has the thicker blade stock of than the conventional. This is 1/8 of an inch thick. This is a very thick knife. I was very surprised how thick this actually is. It's 1/8 of an inch, which is 3.2 millimeters. So very, very nice. Now, before we finish up with the show and tell here, this is like a desktop review since I didn't get out there. Another reason why I don't call this heavy duty is because I have knives in my arsenal that I consider heavy duty, and they sort of are in a different class. So I just wanted everyone to sort of understand that, because I know people will get very sensitive over knives. When I talk heavy duty knives, here's a Becker BK9, okay? And also I think I have a Becker 2 or something like that, which is called the companion, ironically. That is 1/4 of an inch thick blade, and look at the blade stock on this. So this is what I'm talking about when I talk about heavy duty. So please don't get upset. I understand already, and I know that technically this guy's a heavy duty also, but the thing is, and I'm going to go ahead and put a picture up on the screen right now. I just want to show you what the tang actually looks like in this handle, so you can sort of see that it's not a full tang, but it is it's pretty far in there, pretty good, and it does sort of have like a little rat tail on the end, and it does very well. People are batoning with this knife. They are beating the crap out of it, and they really hold up very, very well. Now, as far as tests that I run on knives, I already talked about the ergonomics being absolutely outstanding on this knife. Other things that I generally do here on the tabletop reviews is to go ahead and check for sharpness, and we're push cutting right there. Unbelievably sharp out of the box. And technically this didn't come in a box, but can shave with it with no problem. Right there, there's hair. See, there's hair right there. Now, next thing we'll go ahead and do is a wood stab test. I'm just going to go ahead and stab some pine here. Make sure that the whoops, I must have hit something hard there. Go ahead and alright. What I'm doing is just making sure the tip doesn't break. This is soft pine. Actually, this might be something. No, it's not soft pine. But you might forage or stuff with this knife. This is bushcraft. It should be able to stand up to doing this to soft wood. I just want to make sure that the tip held up, that there's no fundamental heat treatment problem, and you can see it is perfectly fine. Time to wrap things up. This knife has awesome build quality for the price. Did I tell you it was only $17 on Amazon? And you could probably, if you look really hard, you can find it cheaper with Amazon Prime and free shipping and all that deal. It's the best place to get it right now, at least as far as when I was looking around. The orange one did cost a little bit more, but I'll tell you, I really prefer the green one. Another big pro is the ergonomics of this handle. Absolutely incredible. There is a little bit of a palm swell right in the middle, both here and here. I can't convey how it feels over the video. I can't send feel through the video, but it is extremely ergonomic in my hand. Another great thing is it's very lightweight. 4.8 ounces for what this is. It is incredibly light. If you have to pack light, this again is something that you should consider. I do have a little bit of cons for this knife, as I do with every knife. The spine is beveled. It's smooth right here. Or, some knives you have a very sharp 90-degree angles as you go around the spine of the knife. 90-degree angles, so you have a nice sharp edge. So if you are using your knife as a striker on a fire stick, like the Light My Fire stick or flint or whatever, you'll be able to throw sparks with your knife. Well, this one, those corners are beveled, so it does not work well, if not at all, on some of the flint and fire sticks. Some people have tried to sharpen this up a little bit, but with mixed results. There is a different version where it's a combination of Light My Fire and Mora all built into one, sort of a survival knife, that it's all done right. But on this one, if you're buying it with the intention of using this with a fire starter, it's not going to work well for you. Another thing is that I'm hitting it on, and I know it will be a subject of a little bit of debate. Please just be nice in the comments. This is not full tang. It's sort of back to here with a little rat tail thing going on. However, the proof's in the pudding. If you go on YouTube, you could see many videos where this thing is extremely strong, crazy strong for what it looks like somehow. So the way they're doing this mold injection, they're doing a very good job with it. Alright, well, I do recommend it. I highly recommend it. If you're a knife collector, Mora knives should be part of your collection. If you're someone who's into bushcrafting or camping or whatever and you're looking for a lighter, inexpensive knife, or if you're joining a group of people out there camping or whatever and they're not prepared, a couple of these extra to sort of hand out, it's not going to break the bank, is also a good product for that solution, or solution for that problem. I'm getting backwards. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.